Welcome to Desai Academy of class 9th, chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. Okay, so in our previous videos we discussed that the properties of metal, right? Properties of metal and properties of non-metal. Properties of metal and properties of non-metal, we discussed that, and also we discussed about the elements, compounds, and how many elements are present in natures, and how many are in solid state, how many are in liquid state, how many are in solid state, and how many elements are liquid at room temperatures. Okay, lot of things we discussed in our previous videos, so you can check in our playlist. You will get all videos of this chapter. Okay, so we'll check in our playlist. You will get all the videos of this class 9th chapter as well as this second chapter. Okay, so we'll come to our next topic, about compounds. Okay, how already you learned in previous videos that what is the definition of compound only. Now we'll discussing that what if two elements are combined. Okay, if two elements are combined, so what they will get, how they will differ from each other, whether it is they are actually at same or different, how to consider, right? So for that, we have to do simple activity. So what we have to do here means, have to first divide the two groups in a class. You have to divide the two groups, and you have to give the names like group 1 and group 2, right? So you have to divide the class group 1, group 2, and group 1 is given 5 gram of water. You have to divide the class as two groups, group 1, group 2, correct? So you have to give the first group 5 gram of what, iron fillings. Okay, iron fillings means what here, small pieces of water, small pieces of like this, small pieces of iron, that called as what, iron fillings. And the symbol of iron is what, Fe. Remember that symbol of iron is what, Fe. And second group is given as 3 gram of what, sulfur. The symbol of sulfur is what, S. Okay, group 1 is given as iron, iron fillings, symbol is what, Fe. And 3 gram of sulfur is given to the group second, that symbol of sulfur is what, S. Means the sulfur powder have to give for the second group, so that what, S, right? So again, what we have to do, the groups 1 and groups 2 means, group 1 mix these iron fillings plus sulfur powder. Okay, the first group will do the iron fillings and sulfurs you have given to the first group. They will first mainly do the, they will mix these two, and they will crush the iron fillings and sulfur powder. First group will making what, mixing and crushing the iron fillings and sulfur. Okay, what will be done by the second group means, they also take the iron fillings plus sulfur powder, they also make a mix, right? And also they will crush. But both process are same, but the second group do the one more step called as they will heat this solution or heat this compound or mixture, right? They will heat the iron plus sulfur until it will becomes red hot, until it will becomes what, red hot. So both group 1, group 2 making mixture and crushing, but second group is doing extra is they will heating the iron fillings plus sulfur powder, and until it will becomes red hot. After red hot, they should be cooled down these solutions. Okay, after the red hot becomes iron plus sulfur powder, they should be cooled down, right? So they should be cooled down. After that, group 1, group 2 performing this simple experiment, you have to check for group 1 and group 2. Okay, you have to check for magnetism. Okay, you heard about magnetism word variety of times, right? A lot of times. What is magnetism? Magnetism means what? Attracting property, correct? Attracting property. So you played several times in your childhood. So we are taking two magnets, and when they are trying to trying to make near them, means they suddenly they will attract with some certain distance. Why this? They will attract each other. And you have taken magnet, and you place it near the iron materials. The iron will suddenly attract towards the magnet, correct? This is only called as what? Magnetism. Magnetism means what? Attractive property or a attraction property, correct? Understood? This is called as what? Magnetism, right? So check for magnetism in the material obtained. Okay, after group 1 group 2 obtained the product after crushing plus heating. Okay, so that material can attract the material magnet, that can have the magnetism property. How to check, right? Both group 1 as well as the group 2, right? So again, what the product obtained in group 1 and group 2, okay, that have to check for the color and texture. Okay, so what is the next step, or what are the product is obtained in a test group 2 as well as the group 1? Have to check what is the color of the group 1 and what is the color texture of the group 1. Same thing, what is the color of the group 2 and what is the texture of the group 2, you have to check it. Okay, so what are the color obtained in both groups, you have to check it, and texture of both group 1 and group 2. After that, we are compared the texture and color of the first group and second group. After we have to add the carbon sulfide to the one of the group. Either you can add group 1 or group 2, right? You can add carbon disulfide, and you have to stir well and filter it. Okay, the formula of carbon disulfide is what? CS2 is the formula of what? Carbon disulfide, remember that. Okay, so add carbon disulfide to one part of the material obtained, stir well and filter. Okay, how to add which material? Carbon disulfide, how to add it, right? Add dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid to other part of the solutions. Okay, one part is adding a carbon disulfide, another we are adding acid called as what? Sulfuric acid. The formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. What is the chemical formula of sulfuric acid? H2SO4. And another one is we cannot having the sulfuric acid, means we can also add the hydrochloric acid. Okay, what is the chemical formula of hydrochloric acid? Hydrochloric acid is the chemical formula is HCl, and chemical formula of sulfuric acid H2SO4, and chemical formula of carbon disulfide is what? CS2. Okay, remember the chemical formulas of these compounds, right? These are called as what? Compounds. These are not called as elements because they are combination of 2 or 3 elements. Here C is carbon, S is sulfur. Combinations of 2 are called as what? Compounds. We discussed it in our previous videos. Okay, we can check it in our playlist, right? What is the difference between elements, compounds? We discussed it in detailed manner. You can check in our playlist, right? Okay, after what we will getting the first group and second group is added with the carbon disulfide or a hydrochloric acid or a sulfuric acid. Okay, the gas obtained in group 1 is a hydrogen. It is what? Colorless, odorless and combustible. It is not advised to the combustion test for hydrogen in the class. Okay, so first group is obtaining what? Hydrogen. Okay, that is what? Colorless is there, odorless is there. Odorless means what? There is no smell, and it is the combustible. It is not combustible. Combustible means it is a highly what? Highly chances of catching the fire, means it definitely will catches the fire. Means combustible, basically simple meaning is means it can catches the fire. Combustible means what? It will burns easily, it will catches the fire, it will rapidly catches the fire. That materials are called as what? Combustible. They easily burn. That word is called as what? Combustible. Like oil, petrol, diesel, they will catches fire very easily. That called as what? Combustible material, right? So this testing for hydrogen is very dangerous because it will catches fires very easily, right? The gas obtained by group 2 is a hydrogen sulfide. It is colorless, it is a colorless gas with a smell of rotten eggs. But group 2 what obtained, so that what gas is released, what? Hydrogen sulfide. H2S is the formula of what? Hydrogen sulfide. This is having a, this also is a colorless, but it is having what? Smell called as what? Rotten eggs. When an egg will be spoils or a rotten, that time that smell is similar to the smell of what? Hydrogen sulfide. Okay, this is what? Two different properties obtained by the group 1 and group 2. Okay, you must have observed that the products obtained by both the groups show different properties, correct? First group is showing that colorless, odorless, but second group is showing colorless plus they having some rotten egg smell, but two different properties. Through the starting materials were same. Starting materials what they taken? Both iron plus sulfur, but both are having different properties, right? Group 1 has carried out activity involving what? Physical change. Okay, physical change means what? They are crushing and mixing only. First group is making only crushing and mixing, but second group they are involving some chemical change because they are heating, they are heated the solution, right? So in case of group 2, chemical change, because they are what? They will given the heat to the solutions. Okay, the materials obtained in group 1 is what? A mixture of two substances. Whatever the substance obtained in group 1 is called as what? A mixture of two substances, right? What is the one? Is iron plus another is what? Sulfur, right? The properties of the mixtures are the same as the its constituent. Okay, the properties of the mixtures are the same as its constituent. Constituent means what? We have taken what? Iron plus sulfur. These are the called as what? Constituent of mixtures only, correct? If they are two are mixed means so it will be called as mixtures only. This constituents means the mixture is formed from the water. Two constituent only, that is one is iron, another is what? Sulfur. This is called as a constituent. The material obtained by group 2 is what? Compound. The material is obtained in a group 2 is called as what? Compound, because which gas is liberated? That is a hydrogen sulfide, but in the first group is only liberated what? Hydrogen gas. So this is called as element, this is called as what? Compound, because here two elements is there, here only one element is there, so that is called as element, this is called as what? Compound, because two elements are combined to form a new compound called as a new substance is called as a compound, right? Okay, on heating two elements strongly we get a compound which has a totally different properties compared to the obtaining elements. So first group is only liberated hydrogen because they are not heated the solutions, but second group is heated, so they are obtaining completely two different properties. One is hydrogen gas is obtained in first group, second group is what? Hydrogen sulfide, because in second group we are heated the solutions. Due to this only they are obtained different properties, right? Okay, the comparison of a compound is the same throughout. The composition of a compound is the same throughout. You can also observe that the texture and the color of the compound is the same throughout. Thus, we can summarize the physical and chemical nature of matter in the following graphical organizer. Okay, so we can see this, the basic composition of the compounds are same, like iron plus sulfur, both basic components are same, but after the reaction it will changes, right? In physical it will be remain same, but in chemical it changes into new substance like hydrogen sulfide. Okay, right? This is about what a chemical reaction and physical reactions, right? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.